And welcome to Chamber Chat, a partnership with WIMPEG, Western Oregon University, and the Monmouth Independence Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, featuring our chamber members so the community can get to know them better both professionally and personally. Joining me first today is Nathan Moore, who's the agency owner of the Farmers Insurance Nathan Moore Agency. Thanks for being here, Nathan.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your agency.
So we're a full-service agency. We do everything from pet insurance to financial services.
So life insurance, car insurance,
Yes.
home insurance,
Yes.
any
we
kind of
do.
insurance I need, and some financial assistance.
Yes. So financial services is in mutual funds, IRAs, 401ks, college savings plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have been as the agency owner for a little under a year right now.
Yes.
Why the Monmouth Independence community? Why choose here for your business?
So when I first started looking for a business to take over, I had many different options in Salem, and there was this one in Monmouth Independence. When I came out here, I fell in love with the community, both towns, and the history. And that's really that greater sense of community is what made me choose to build my business here in this area.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. One of the questions I typically ask is, what's something that is unique about Polk County or unique to our community? And I think your answer is going to be the sense of community. So can you
Yes.
expand on that?
Yeah. In the short time that I've been out here, we've been doing a lot of community marketing to the schools, and they have been more than happy to let us in and to get out to the teachers. We have a Thank America's Teachers through Farmers Insurance. And so we've been starting to make contact with the schools and giving away, making some donations and giving away bags and goodies to the teachers.
So specifically, as a thank you to the teacher for being a teacher, supporting our youth, educating our youth.
Yes.
Very nice, because I taught for 8 years, and I don't remember that happening. Not here. This is back in North Carolina, but
Okay.
that's a nice program.
Yeah, and we're actually doing a supply drive. We haven't got flyers out yet, but for the end of this month, we're donating about $1,000 in school supplies to the elementary schools, Monmouth Elementary and Ash Creek.
Okay.
To kind of help them out. And since this is our first year, it's kind of short notice, and it's going to be a little smaller than we had hoped, but we're trying to do something this year before school starts.
Well, and we're just now, we're filming this at the beginning of August. School obviously has a little bit before it starts.
Yeah.
So there's definitely time through this and some other means to help let people know that you're doing the school drive. The commercials are definitely out. If you watch TV, back to school commercials are present.
Yeah.
So people are maybe thinking about back to school drives and supply gatherings and whatnot. You mentioned pet insurance. Now, again, this is early August. Last month in July, you did a pet safety day.
Yes.
Can you tell us some more about that? Because I popped in that day, and it was fun. I thought, like, all the information
Yeah.
you have, but share some on that.
So we've done a few different community events out of our office for those smaller holidays like Earth Day and Pet Fire Safety Day. We did it a few days later because we wanted it on a Friday. But we gave out stickers to put in your window at home to say "Rescue my pet," whether it's a dog, a cat, or a bird. And we had a ton of different treats. We got a couple businesses to donate to the event. So it was Nature's Pet in South Salem helped us out with some stuff and some discounts on stuff. So we were able to provide 2 baskets, one for cats and one for dogs. And of course we were talking about pet insurance and how those financial losses can affect you personally when your cat or dog gets sick.
Right. And as a previous pet owner, that is good information to share with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, the different treats that you had. There was one that looks like Teddy Grahams, and just.
Yes.
But I think that was also human friendly and not
Yes,
just
it
pet
was.
friendly. Like that's
Yeah.
good because I see a kid, Teddy Graham.
Yeah, we actually had a few people come into the office, and we told them that it was okay for kids if they got a hold of it, and so people started to try them, and they're blueberry flavored, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing treats like that when I had the dog that I had. So.
Yeah.
Now, you participated this year. We did our Discover My Town event.
Yes.
In May, and being newer to your location on Main Street, so you're in downtown Monmouth now, you participated. There's a nice shot of your exterior. So you're downtown Monmouth, and you participated in the Discover My Town event.
Yes.
And Western Oregon had Wolfie show up that day, and there you go. There's a nice little photo, you and Robin with Wolfie, and looking very happy. But I know that was an outlet to help introduce yourself to people in our community by participating in that event. Have there been some other benefits of joining the chamber that you've really liked so far?
We haven't, because we've only been chamber members, I believe, for 3 months.
Yeah, it's
now,
been short,
2 or 3
yeah.
months. There hasn't been a lot yet. We've been to a few of the chamber mixers, and but we see a lot on the calendar that we do want to participate in. And I think that will be helpful in getting to know not only the people in the community, but also our business owners.
And you have a great location, obviously, in downtown Monmouth, and you're servicing the whole area. I mean, you're Monmouth Independence, you're Polk County, you're servicing the entire area. So what would you say has been one of your greatest professional accomplishments?
I would say it was when I opened up my doors to the new office. There was a lot of work leading up to that, between insurance licensing, all my agent training, product trainings, and securities licensing. And when I finally got done with all that and got the new office ready, we painted everything. And I think that was my greatest accomplishment, was opening up those doors to the new office.
Sure.
And providing a beautiful, bright location for people to come in.
And it is welcoming, it's inviting.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it looks
Thank
good. Effort well done.
That's what we tried to do.
What about personally? What would you say has been one of your greatest personal accomplishments?
I would say my greatest personal accomplishment is becoming a business owner at the age of 24. It's not easy. And there's a lot of hoops I had to jump through.
Sure.
To get to where I was, but that's definitely my greatest accomplishment personally.
No, I would agree. 24, you're your own business owner. You've done everything to be in business. You have a good, solid foundation. You've got a great location. You're already reaching out to the community, and it definitely seems like you have everything going in the right direction. So is there anything upcoming you want to share?
Well, we are, right now we're going to be at the Polk County Fair. We're also, hopefully, we're going to be sponsoring a few different things come fall. But we are doing the Pop Warner football team at Central High School. So we're going to be a sponsor for them. So we're going to be donating some money, and we'll probably be out to a couple of their home games.
Sure.
And we also may be at Central High School for their high school football team this fall. We're still waiting to see what the results are. But as far as upcoming plans, we don't have anything big planned except for Polk County Fair.
Which is big, and that's
Yes.
really soon. That's next weekend, I believe.
Yes.
We're today, yeah. So that is a big deal. I mean, the thousands of people who go through the Polk County Fair and actually just use the fairgrounds throughout the year is, I think, surprising to some people. And it's very smart for you to be there and be engaged. And yeah, well done.
Thank you. Yeah,
So
it should
the
be a
last
lot of fun.
question. What is a skill or a hobby or an interest that you have that might surprise people?
I don't know if it's surprising, but I absolutely love fishing. Anytime I'm out on the water, I do fly fishing and anything where I can throw a hook out in the water. I generally don't keep the fish. I do a lot of catch and release, but But I just love being out on the water.
So that's your outlet when you just need to
Yeah.
get away and just have some downtime. Fishing's your answer.
Yep.
All right. I have not experienced a lot of fishing, so sounds like something maybe I should try. But so Nathan, thank you for being here again. Congratulations.
Thank you so
with your
much.
success so far. And so Downtown Monmouth for Farmers Insurance, Nathan Moore Agency. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to Chamber Chat. Joining me now is Ryan Kinsella, who is the owner of Genesis Marketing. Ryan, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us first, what is Genesis Marketing? Who are you? What do you do? What's Genesis Marketing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Genesis Marketing is a full-service advertising agency. We specialize in web design and social media marketing, but we do everything from TV ads to print ads, email marketing, anything you would need.
So marketing in its fullest.
Marketing, every aspect of it, yeah.
And that is something you're new to our community with this business. And I know you have some clients already. Are you finding it pretty easy to go in and let people know what you're doing because it's not something that we have in our community? Like, are people seeing the value of it?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of small businesses understand they need a website, and a lot of people need to upgrade theirs and get everything rolling. But yeah, I've had a lot of success in the local community with social media marketing. Everyone knows Facebook is popular, but not
Right.
everyone knows how to utilize it.
Right.
So getting in there and showing them how much power and impact and presence they can have on the web has been really nice. Yeah.
And I know a lot of our members, some have websites that may or may not be well maintained. Some may or may not do Facebook on any kind of regular basis, and anything beyond that, any other type of social media. So I'm really happy to have this type of business in our backyard so that people can, if they want to, take advantage of it to help
Right.
boost their business.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we've had great success doing that so far. Have several clients, and it's been so much fun seeing that their business grows and,
Right.
and more customers coming through their doors.
So now, why here? Why did you choose to do Genesis Marketing in the Monmouth Independence community?
Well, my wife and I moved here to attend Western Oregon University
Okay.
and just fell in love with the community. I mean, I go into U.S. Bank, the tellers know me by name. Same thing with my barber and everything. So we just fell in love with the area, and I decided to kind of plant ourselves in Independence.
So this is home.
Yes, it's home. Absolutely.
All right. Now, what would you say so far has been one of the greatest professional accomplishments that you've achieved?
Professional accomplishments, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, but I had a client actually after about 3 weeks of service come in and say, like, we've made enough to pay for your services for 5 months. And it was just, it's always such a thrill to see that it's working. And of course it will, I know that, but to see, all these
validation
businesses,
that it actually-
yeah, to see that I'm actually helping these local companies grow and get bigger, that's a thrill, yeah.
Do you find hesitancy, I guess, by a business at first to say, wow, like I've tried some of this and it hasn't worked, so what are you really going to do that makes it different?
Yeah, and when you look at their price tag, we start at $3.99, and that sounds like a lot for Facebook, right? Because you do it at home, you send pictures to your
Right.
friends. But when they kind of break it down to, well, you only need 2 customers if we bring you per month to make this work and this valuable for you, and they kind of see how we develop that community, they kind of make that connection pretty quick. But yeah, there's some sales that needs to be done at first sometimes. Yeah,
And that's the joy of being the business owner. You get to make those connections as well.
I do.
So what would you say is one of your greatest personal accomplishments?
Personal accomplishments. Well, if you've ever met my wife, she's absolutely incredible. I think convincing her to somehow marry me was probably my best personal accomplishment.
Convincing her.
Convincing her, yeah. Well, it took 2.5 years, but we actually met on campus at Western.
Oh, there's a beautiful
So
photo.
yeah, there's Allison. So she definitely is my world. So yeah, 2 years of work at that. But yeah.
So, and that's a great photo.
Yes, and that's actually my youngest sister, Caitlin, who's now 16. So I have no idea at all how that has happened. But
So your sister being
great.
16 is a surprise.
it is a surprise. Yes.
Well, those are great photos. So now, coming to this area, obviously you joined us, if you will, because you were a student at Western Oregon University, fell in love with the community, you want to stay here. What are some of the components about the community that makes us so special or so unique, like really stand out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just the people, and I know that's cliche and everyone says that. But if you go to like the 4th of July, right, everyone's there. I mean, I don't think there's a person left in their house that is not out at the riverfront. And just being able to see everyone gather together and seeing how we're really cemented as a community, Or when we broke the Oregon record for kazoos
Right.
at the amphitheater. Where else can you do that? So yeah, it's just absolutely the people.
So the easy connections that one can make. So how long have you lived in the community now?
About 3.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3.5 years.
And,
so.
and what was home before?
Everywhere. Portland, Oregon. I graduated high school at Clackamas High School, but lived in Arkansas for several years.
Arkansas. All
Out the
right.
south, yeah.
Yeah. So being from North Carolina, that's more of my.
Yeah, see? Yeah, the southern food.
Yeah. Did you miss any of that?
Not the heat, no. No, I think my mom said it was 110 down there yesterday, so
Yeah.
I'll stay in Oregon.
All
yeah.
the humidity
Yeah,
and
yeah,
mosquitoes, like I don't miss that
not
at all.
having any of that,
Yeah.
no.
So do you have anything coming up for Genesis Marketing? Again, you're still growing your business. You're still getting the word out that you're here. Do you have anything coming up you want to share?
Well, we're looking for a new office space. We're about to branch out that in the next month. But we actually just finished producing 2 TV commercials for our Polk County Sheriff, Mark
Okay.
Carton. And so those will be airing pretty soon. So we're excited to get those out in the public. And
So
let
what can a
everyone see 'em.
business expect if they reach out to you to help with their, say, a video? How does that work? What would they need to be able to do for that? Not the cost, but just what do they need from you?
Well, we like to sit down and really find out what a business needs. I don't try to sell anything. I try to provide solutions to your problem, whatever that may be. So really just sitting down and understanding what type of business you have, what is working for you, what your clients kind of expect, and then kind of just curtailing a video or a marketing strategy that'll fit your business.
Because that sometimes can be overwhelming to the business owner. They think, wow, I don't know anything about making a video.
Right.
I don't know anything about making a commercial. I don't know anything about whatever.
Right.
And you're asking me for one more thing that I can't do because I have
Right.
limited time. But what you're saying is, I know I have these skills and I can do these things for you. We just need to figure out what the best solution is for you.
Exactly, and it's all about saving the business owner's time. I mean, we are slammed with 1,000 things to do. Social media doesn't have to be one of them.
Right.
So, yeah, we
Like,
take
let
that
us
off
do.
your hands.
So
Yes,
you're willing to do
exactly.
the wordsmithing for people as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we actually anything we can't do, we have source it out too. But we have our professional writing staff on hand. So for blogs, content creation, web design, all of that.
Because I know that's something that I hear a lot from members and non-members of even just maintaining Facebook, is that it's hard to keep that post up either once a day or every couple of days or however often you're trying to do it. Even though it doesn't take that long, it's still just one more thing.
It's coming up with it, and you have to have photos and links. And to be successful, you really need to post daily. That's how you get those search rankings
Right.
higher. And so coming up with 365 just nonstop, it does take a lot of creativity, but that's why I love it.
Well, good.
So, yeah.
And well, Ryan, congratulations on your success so far. You have just jumped in, obviously, to the business world here in the community, and obviously, I'm glad that Western was so attractive that it brought you here, and that you're still making home in our area. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, thanks for being here, and I appreciate your time hanging out and chatting.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hi, and welcome back to Chamber Chat. Joining me now is Traci Weston, who is the manager of Female Depot on Broad Street. So, Traci, thank you for being here. First of all, tell us a little bit about what Female Depot is, what you do there, and why it's funny to call it on Broad Street.
Well, Female Depot is your local shipping store. We ship FedEx, UPS. We have private mailboxes. We can ship UPS or U.S. Postal as well, but not as efficiently as the post office does.
Okay.
So I recommend you walk to the post office. We have a variety of services, but it's called Female Depot because as a private mail service, it costs a little more, and sometimes there's fees involved in the services. So fortunately, we've been able to waive most of the fees, so now fees kind of useless. But Female Depot, you see mail depots. The Mail Depot, whatever, multiple places will say Mail Depot. Well, that's a little discriminatory, the owner thought, and he had daughters, and he goes, let's call it Female Depot. And then realizing you have female, and everyone thinks it's
That's
one
the
word,
right? Not fee and
then
mail.
mail.
Yeah.
And then we're on Broad Street, which is another feminine term. We hope positive. But remind people we're Female Depot on Broad Street. Being on the side street makes us a little harder to find. It's a funny little joke, but it helps you locate us and remember us. And we have a variety of things in our shop to make it more interesting. I did not want a boring gray fluorescent shop. And there is nothing fluorescent or boring and gray in our shop. We have a lot of historic features in our building. It's the old lumber yard.
Here's some photos.
And so the owners put in the barn board trim around the front doors and the windows. The exterior looks like an old-timey general store. And it was just beautiful. I have a chandelier. I have beautiful old light fixtures throughout the shop. And we filled it full of lovely things to make it feel warm and inviting. If people walk in, this is UPS. Yes, it is.
And obviously these are items that are available for purchase.
For purchase and for rent. We do party rental. We can do your special occasion for you. We can do a wedding, baby shower, sweet 16. You're just having company and you need some drink dispensers. We got them.
Right.
You can
So
come
we did
rent
a
'em.
ribbon cutting for you earlier in the year, and there's a shot of that. And prior to that, you were one of the businesses that participated in our Discover My Town event in May. And you had a photo there of Wolfie.
Wolfie.
With the UPS trucks. So that was fun, having him go around that day.
It was a lot of fun. He was playing with our UPS truck like a football, and he was a hit with the crowd when he came in.
Yeah. So now, why the Monmouth Independence community to start this business, to do Female Depot? Why here?
Well, the main reason is Monmouth and Independence needed a shipping store.
And this is true. I can vouch for that. Being located on Highway 99 and being the Chamber of Commerce, I can vouch that yes, it is nice to have a shipping store.
Everyone's so grateful that I don't have to drive to Salem. I don't have to drive to Dallas. You can drop off your packages. We can ship them. I frequently tape up and supply boxes for folks who have their Amazon returns. And we'll take care of you. We're happy to have customers come in. We're happy to help you.
So just seeing
We're
the
just
need.
having fun.
Right.
The need for it, and it was really important. The owners wanting a shipping store, they found me. We negotiated a fun package for me to work there. They let me do whatever I want with the shop. How could you say no to that?
Right.
So and the whole point of it, we want to make you feel better when you leave. People seem to be really harried and stressed, and Monmouth and Independence, we're quiet little towns. And I love this community. The participation, I can go out, and a lot of the folks working it are the other business owners and members of the community. Everybody's really approachable, friendly. I called around and asked people, do we need a shipping store? Is this a business we should be having? Is this worth me putting my time in? And people were great and gave me all kinds of feedback. Nobody was like, oh, I don't have time to talk to you, or I'm too busy. All the business owners seem really friendly, really open, really supportive.
Which I think is one of the things that does help make our community stand out. In that everyone is approachable, and there is a nice spirit of volunteerism. There's a spirit of wanting to help other businesses. Obviously, you want your own business to be successful, but we understand that if a successful downtown, be it in downtown Independence or downtown Monmouth, but successful downtowns obviously successfully impact others, and it has a snowball effect of that.
Well, and it's been a lot of, we make it fun, but it has been fun. People come in, they're so happy to see us. We help them out. They go out, the other business owners come in, being able to help them or have them help us. We're getting referrals from folks for the copies, the faxes. Yes, we fax everybody. You can come, we'll fax your paperwork.
Again, this is Female Depot on Broad Street in downtown Monmouth. They do faxes and copies well.
We scan things and we'll email them for you. If you don't have a home scanner, you need it done. It's the same price as a fax. We haven't inflated our fax price. We should have. Everyone's so desperate for it. But no, we're nice. We're here to help. And like I said, the rewards of helping people, they're so happy. And they look at, that's all that is.
Right.
Yes, to you, it's your life. This is important financial documents. Nobody's faxing their fun stuff. They're faxing the painful stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, no, oh, wow, great. And
So what would you say has been one of your greatest professional accomplishments?
getting the store
Up
open
and
and
running?
ready. I came in and the owners are fabulous. And they're like, we need this shipping business up and going. And getting in there, but going through reopening or opening accounts getting the shipping the computers, learning how to use the system, learning the rules behind shipping, and doing that all on my own. And that was the greatest, getting the store up, running, and open, and looking good, because we are a debt-free company. I don't owe anybody any money for the stuff in that shop. And that was the greatest joy, to be able to do that, and we're not in debt.
Well, congratulations on that. That's wonderful.
Yeah, so when you look at that, local vendors, beautiful handmade stuff in there. We have local artists. Zola Sherwood, her watercolors and her photography are fabulous, and she's local. And that's the point. Our shop is all local people. When you spend your money in our store, it's all staying in Monmouth and Independence. And that's what we like. We've got some great items. I've got a whole bunch of Halloween stuff in now. I picked that all up at moving and estate sales. Most of it's all brand new, still in packages. And I'm like, so we're recycling. We're the ultimate green store.
Now, what would you say is one of your greatest personal accomplishments?
Oh, my children survived childhood. Daughter graduated from college. My son's happy, successful, married, getting ready to have our first grandchild.
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
His wife. Just having a family, getting everybody done, healthy, well, through life, and
Which is a big accomplishment.
it is. It was a little doubtful with my son. I swear, we're in the emergency room every year for some sort of accident with bicycle or some other achievement. But raising my family was my first priority. And they don't need me anymore, so now I can have my business.
You can have fun with your business, which is debt-free. And what would you say, now you were very quick to join the chamber, and you've been a member for a short amount of time because your business is still new. What would you say has been a really good benefit of your chamber membership?
The networking, the advice and the supports, meeting the other members, talking to them, finding out what their businesses have to offer. They have been great referring people over. You guys at the chamber yourselves have been so great to refer people to the shop, and just meeting the networking and getting to know the other small businesses and what they have to offer. And people come in and they'll say, "Oh, I'm looking for a job. Are you hiring?" We're a debt-free business. We won't hire ever. I don't think we'll have that much money, But to be able to pull up the chamber website and say FCR's hiring or PCL's hiring.
Because we did have the job, our members can post the job openings, and people use that. Yeah.
Well, and with that resource, the other resources, the college kids coming in. Oh, what is there to do? Well, you know, this one winery over here, they're having music Friday night. There's music in the park. Being able to list off all the local events for them, they're like, oh, there is something going on here, and be pointing that out. And the parents, when they come, have you been down to Rogue, or have you been to Redgate Winery?
So being engaged allows you to be able to sell our community as well when people come in with their questions as they're shipping their boxes and whatnot.
They're shipping their boxes, and it takes time, and that way they don't feel like, because it takes 5 to 10 minutes to do all the paperwork and print the labels, and we want to fill that time with helpful tips.
They can peruse and shop a little bit. They can get advice, and that's you have a great system obviously in place. You've had a lot of success. You're still pretty new. Things are looking very positive. So one last question. What is a skill or a hobby or an interest that you have that would really surprise people?
Oh, it may surprise them. I talk about it all the time. I love fireworks.
Okay.
I'm a professional pyrotechnician, and my husband and I have a show we do on the 4th of July on the beach, shooting the very large, very beautiful fireworks out over the ocean. We started out in Independence, working with their fireworks and helping out, and one of the major companies here in Oregon needed more crews and pulled us away. They offered us money and the ocean. But we do weddings and special events for friends and family, and
I think you're the first pyrotechnician I've had on here, so that's really interesting. But
I love legally being able to blow up things, and it goes up. It's a show. Everyone loves it. It's so beautiful.
Well, Traci, thank you. Your energy is positive. Your passion, obviously, is strong. Congratulations again with your success with Female Depot, and I appreciate you stopping by to chat today.
Thank you. It's been great. I love working with you, Jean.
Thank you, Traci.